Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I'm going to show you how to make this quick and easy creamy potato salad. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss a single recipe from me. All the measurements will be available for you in the description box below. So to do this recipe, you need to be using soft cooking potatoes, which I purchased from Pick n Pay, and I'm just going to be using the medium-sized ones, and I'm going to use around 7 of those. And I'm going to be using this peeler, which is really good in saving time because it peels on both directions in your strokes, going upwards and downwards. You're also going to need a bowl that has some water, and like I said, you can see how quick the peeler is. You don't waste time, you just go up and down and then you're almost done. So it's a good one to get. You can pick this up at Game. Okay, so I'm just going to peel up all my potatoes, and then I'm going to be adding those into the bowl that has the water. Okay, so once we've completely peeled all those potatoes, we're then going to be cutting our potatoes into the pieces that we want. So I'm cutting mine into 4, and you just need to make sure that whatever number you decide to cut them in or shape, they're all going to be the same size, just so that they can all evenly cook at the same time. So for bigger potatoes, I do cut them into 8. For smaller potatoes, I'm just cutting it into 4, like each half 4 times. So once I'm done with that, I'm just going to take my bowl of potatoes and I'm going to give it a quick rinse. We're not scrubbing or washing anything, we're just rinsing it out, just one quick rinse. Okay, so this is my potatoes rinsed out. Now we're going to move them into our pot. So I'm going to add my potatoes first. I am boiling my water separately, but you can also boil your water in the pot and then add your potatoes. I just find that to be very messy, but yeah. So now I'm adding the boiled water into the pot, and we are going to boil our potatoes at low medium heat. That is setting number 4. So I'm going to be adding the salt now, and I think this is very, very important. You want your potatoes to absorb the salt. You don't want your mayonnaise to be the one that has all the salt and then you have bland potatoes. So you're going to be adding the salt at this stage, and then I'm just going to give it a mix just to evenly distribute everything. So you're simmering at a low medium heat. You don't expect a mess on your kitchen counter, and you're gonna simmer that for about 15 to 20 minutes or until your potatoes are completely cooked through. Once they're cooked through, you're going to strain the water out, and then you're gonna add it into a bowl, and then we're just going to allow that to cool at room temperature. Once our potatoes have cooled sufficiently at room temperature, we're then going to put them into our fridge, and I would recommend you put them in your fridge for 2 to 3 hours just to make sure that your potatoes are completely cold before you move over to the next step. So I'm going to be adding some spring onions into mine. I just took about half of a single stalk and then I cut it into some strips, and then now I'm just cutting it down and adding it into the potatoes. And then the next seasoning that I'm going to be adding is some dried parsley. If you have fresh parsley, you're more than welcome to chop that up finely, but I am using the dried parsley from Robertson Spice. Okay, so once we're done adding that, we're going to add some black pepper. So I've got some ground black pepper, but you can also use the one that you grind in yourself. You just don't want to add a lot of it because it does change the appearance of your potatoes. So you don't want to add a lot of it, you just want to infuse the flavor in there. You're going to give that a quick mix, and then we're going to add our final ingredient, which is the mayonnaise. So I'm using the ultra creamy mayonnaise from Nola. I find this one to be perfect in making anything creamy that needs mayonnaise. You should try it, it's really good. Also for your tuna sandwiches, you should definitely try this. And I'm just mixing this up just to make sure that all the potatoes are evenly covered. So then I'm going to add them into my serving dish. Here's another tip: you can prepare this and then let it sit in the fridge with the mayonnaise, or you can prepare it just before you serve. But when you prepare it before you serve, all the flavors that you've added into your mayonnaise have not yet had a chance to marinade into your potato. So I recommend that you put it into your serving dish and then you just refrigerate it for another 30 minutes before you serve it, or you can also prepare it overnight, which will be really awesome. So I'm just going to be adding my potatoes in there, and then for garnishing I'm going to be making use of some chives. You don't have to garnish your potato salad, but I prefer to garnish my food, so I'm going to be using some chives. I picked these up at Pick and Pay. You can get them at any of your supermarket, and I'm just going to use my knife again to just roughly create some few streaks here and there. And that is it for this recipe. It's quick, it's simple, it's easy. You can definitely have it every single Sunday. It will never go wrong. You cannot get this wrong. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss a single recipe from me. Comment in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next.